Have you ever been in a situation where you're praying for something, but even though you're praying for it, things aren't working out and lining up, and you begin to wonder whether this is a test of faith or perseverance, or whether this is God saying no? It can be really difficult sometimes to figure out what God is doing, and so today I want to share with you three things that will help you to tell the difference. Number one, if it's God's testing, despite the hardships, you will experience the peace of God in the situation. And if it's not aligned with His will, it will normally come with a sense of anxiety and a feeling of being unsettled. Number two, you have to figure out if what you're asking for is aligned with Scripture. Although Scripture doesn't necessarily give you a detailed map of how things are going to go in your life, it does give you an idea of God's values and priorities. And so if you're searching the Bible and find that what you're praying for doesn't necessarily line up with God's character and values, then He will more than likely close that door. Because the reality is, if it's not aligned with God's will in your life, then it's not good for you. And finally, number three, search your motives. Really spend some time thinking about the why behind your prayer. Is what you're praying for something that will draw you closer to God and be a blessing to you or your community? Or is there a more self-centered reason behind your prayers? And the truth is, we have a lot of blind spots, so it might be a good idea to invite someone who you trust and who's spiritually mature into this conversation. Figuring out your motives can make it clear whether God is testing you or is actually saying no.